Okay, so our warm-up's going to cover our review material. Let's start with this number 1 that says find the perimeter of the trapezoid shown on the grid. To find the perimeter, we are going to take and find the distance for each one of these points. So from this one, we're going to go from here down to here. We're also going to count that. That's going to be a total of 4 blocks. I like to circle it, so I know that's going to be part of my answer when I get done. I'm going to do the same thing up here at the top. I'm going to go from here across to here and count blocks. That's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Circle it. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. I'm just going to go from here to here by counting blocks. How many blocks is that? 1, 2, 3. Is it 7? 7. Circle that. I need to find this last one. We've done this before, guys. When something is at an angle, you're going to use a right triangle to find that and use Pythagorean theorem. So I'll show it in a different color just so you can see it. That's going to be this triangle right here. Alright. I'm going to make a right triangle right there to find this distance. I'm trying to find the hypotenuse. That's my unknown because it's at an angle. I know how long this piece is because I can count blocks. That's a total of 1, 2, 3 blocks over. I'm not circling it because it's not the one I need. I'm using that, but that's not the one I need. It's not part of my answer. This one goes 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks down. Again, I'm going to use it, but it's not part of my answer, so I don't circle it. The one I'm looking for is the X. Guys, you should already know what it is. If it's 3, 4, what's the other number? 5. 3, 4, 5 triangles. But let's show you how you find it. Pythagorean theorem says 3 squared plus 4 squared equals x squared. It's going to be 9 plus 16 equals x squared. What's 9 plus 16, guys? 25 equals x squared. And how do we get rid of a square on something? What's the opposite of squaring something? Square root. Square root, square root, and the square root of 25 is 5. So that distance right there is going to be 5. Now what do I do to find the answer to the question? What am I doing, guys, to find the answer? It's already written on there. What am I trying to find? So what do? You add them all up when it's perimeter. Which one am I adding up? I'm adding up all the ones that are circled. That's why I circled them. I don't need the 3 and the 4. That's not part of the original shape. I need the ones that are circled. So I'm going to add up for my perimeter the 4 plus the 4 plus the 3. No, what's the next one circled? 5 plus the 7. Only the circled ones, guys. That's why I circle them, to keep myself organized. What's that give you? 20? Okay, sorry. Just surprised me. 20. And there you go. Now, if it needed it, it said simplest radical form, but we didn't need it because it turned out to be a nice number. If you needed to do simplest radical form, you could. We've done that before, but we didn't need it in this case. Okay, for the next one, it says find the measurement of all the missing angles. Guys, all the missing angles on here. Okay, first things first. This angle right here, it says 40, is vertical to this angle right here. They're directly across from each other, formed by intersecting lines. So if this angle is 40, then Z is also going to be 40. That's the first one I can get. Z is 40. Put it up here by the Z so you know where that answer is. You could also just write Z equals whatever works for you. Okay? The next thing I'm going to do is find out what Y is, because it's very easy to use the fact that this is a straight line and every straight line adds up to 180. I take 180 and I subtract the 40 that we just found. And what does that leave you for Y? 140. So Y is going to be 140. Everybody got 140? Everybody's good on Y? Anybody have any questions? Okay, I'm going to use the exact same rule, but on the top this time. Do you see the line on the top? This line right here also has to add up to 180. Only problem is I already have 2 numbers. So what do I have to do with those 2 numbers first? Add those together. I'm going to add the 40 plus the 25. What's that give you? 65 and then 180 minus that 65 is going to leave us how much for that last angle? 115. So 115 for X. Guys, you know how to do these problems. Take your time and try to make sure you go through the things that you definitely know how to do. Questions, concerns, anything? Okay. The next one says the measuring angle 1 is 25. However, angle 1 and angle 2 have these marks on them. What do these marks usually mean? They're congruent. And if the angle 1 is 25, then angle 2 is also going to be 25. We can use the idea that now we have a straight line. Let me change color to show you. This is a straight line, and every straight line is going to add up to 180. We already have the 25 and the 25. What's 25 plus 25? It's going to make this part 50. So what I need to know is what's left over for this amount. So I would do that 180 minus that 50, and that's going to leave me how much for angle 3? Yes, 130. Now, guys, did they ask me about angles 4 or 5? No, you don't need them. Could you put them if they asked? Yes. If this side is 50, then this side's also got to be 50. If this side is 130, then this one up here at the top is also got to be 130. You could do them easily, but it didn't ask you for those. Didn't ask for them. Okay, the last one is going to be an old rule, guys. Let's see if we remember when we label the picture. AB, this entire thing, all the way across, guys, the whole line is going to be equal to 2x plus 4. It also says that CB is 5x minus 2. But guys, if CB is 5x minus 2, what is AC? There we go, 5x minus 2. And what is this rule called? Come on. Thank you. A part plus a part equals a whole. I figured I'd get one of y'all there eventually. Part plus part equals a whole. If you take the two parts and add them together, it equals a whole. So it's going to be 5x minus 2 plus 5x minus 2 equal, guys, that's like from the second week we were in this class, so it's a long time ago. You gotta, we've used it off and on throughout the year, but you gotta make sure you remind yourself of these things. That's what these warm-ups are for. So 5x and 5x is a total of 10x. Negative 2 and negative 2 is a total of negative 4. And on the other side, we still got the 2x plus 4. Okay. That 2x that's on the other side needs to move to this side by subtracting 2x from both sides. When you do 10x minus 2x, that's going to give you 8x minus 4 equals 4. Add 4, 8x equals 8. Oh. Divide by 8, divide by 8. Next is going to equal 1. 8 divided by 8 is going to give you 1. However, listen to me. Someone is going to put 1 on the answer blank, and it's going to be wrong because that's not what it asked you for. What is it asking you to do? Gotta plug it back in. If you do not plug it back in, you're not going to get the right answer. Here we go. 1 goes back into AB. AB is this whole thing. So 1 goes right here. It'd be 2 times 1 plus 4. That'd be 6. No. Oh, that was the final answer. My mind does that sometimes. It jumps to the final answer. That'd be 2 plus 4, which would be 6. So AB is going to be 6. The other one it asked for is BC, so we plug it in here. 5 times, you shouldn't even have to plug it in, guys. You understand that it'd be half of whatever this one is, but I'm just, either way. And then 5 times 1 is 5 minus 2, which is 3. Okay, guys, that's your first warm-up for this 9 weeks. Notice they're all word problems. Most everything on your warm-ups is going to be word problems because the test is word problems. And we got to find a way to get you ready. Anybody see anything they need to ask about before we put this away?